This is next level creepy.
Okay, so tell me, come over here and tell me this doesn't give you like the weirdest feeling ever.
What's that? Oh yeah, that's pretty fucking weird. Okay, gotta get a picture of that. There's a little kid inside the light switch.
Where the switch would be?
What the fuck is that? Kid's in the wall, man. He's little. Dude, that's next level.
That guy.
I just love.
You
just
just love little kids?
Watch. The screws are in there fake.
What's the deal with the kids, man? Tell us.
That's kind of freaky. Yeah, I've never seen that.
That's really creepy. We looked over here last time and we didn't notice it, you know? We found those pictures of the kids in here.
Police in England have been trying to identify and arrest this creepy man dressed in a latex gimp suit who has been countlessly stalking and terrorizing women since 2019. 1 Minute Horrors episode 79, The Somerset Gimp. Viewer discretion is advised. The first documented approach happened on the night of June 26, 2019 in the village of Yatton in Somerset County, England. A teen couple and a friend were walking through an alleyway when a dark, disturbing man dressed in a gimp suit stood at the end of their path. The woman and the couple described him as more than 6 feet tall and slim and said that seeing him caused them to become distressed and run the opposite way. A second incident was reported 2 weeks later on July 1st, 2019 in a nearby village named Clavering. The man, now dubbed the Somerset Gimp, quickly approached a woman named Abby Conroy, grunting at her and touching her in the groin area. Conroy screamed in terror and shoved him away and was able to take this photo of the Somerset Gimp. Describing her feelings afterward, she said that she felt, quote, panicked, that there's someone watching, end quote, every time I close my eyes I see that face, end quote. Police have confirmed 14 sightings of the Somerset Gimp since 2018 and have since been able to arrest 2 possible suspects. However, both were dismissed just weeks later. The creep took a hiatus for about 2 years, and around midnight on September 1st, 2021, he was seen approaching the front door of a house and staring down an entire family inside. The residents alerted the authorities, who were unfortunately unable to catch him. It wasn't until recently, in late June of 2022, when another teen couple ran away when approached by the Somerset Gimp. This recent report suggests that the creep is out again to terrorize the county. In a YouTube video titled Who is the Rubber Man by Billy Styler, Styler notes that the Somerset Gimp may have took influence from the American Horror Story character of the Rubber Man, who is known for numerous assaults, rapes, and murders. As of mid-July 2022, however, the Somerset Gimp remains unapprehended and unmasked.
This town is so haunted they had to permanently close it to the public. This is Dudleytown, Connecticut. Dudleytown, Connecticut is a haunted, abandoned town in Cornwall, Connecticut, and has a creepy history. Visitors who have explored there say that once they enter, it's otherworldly in there, creepy. First of all, it's reportedly completely silent. You can't hear birds, animals, bugs, nothing. A researcher compared entering the heart of Dudleytown to standing inside a recording studio booth. Another common complaint from visitors is that a lot of the photos they take in Dudleytown won't develop, but as soon as they leave, their cameras will work just fine. Which makes sense, as I had a really hard time finding really any photos of Dudleytown when I was researching. The creepy legend of the town is years ago, the Dudley family fled to the US after one of their family members was taken care of after plotting against King Henry VIII. They settled in Connecticut and the bad luck followed. Residents of Dudleytown began suffering a series of devastating crop failures and mental illness was rampant in the village. There were countless mysterious disappearances within the village and all-around chaos overwhelmed Dudleytown. By the early 1900s, it was completely abandoned. For fans of the Conjuring films based on paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, the two visited Dudleytown and outright declared that it was extremely haunted and controlled by something terrifying. Investigators agreed that Dudleytown is some kind of a portal. But here's where it goes from spooky to downright bizarre. The owners, the Dark Entry Forest Association, closed Dudleytown to the public and don't do anything to dispel the rumors. In fact, they refuse to be interviewed for the most part, and the owners go to great lengths to conceal their identities. On top of that, if you are caught trespassing in Dudleytown, you will be heavily prosecuted. This is so strange to me. We see so many other ghost towns around the world, and usually they keep these places open for tourism. You know, profit off the history and the spookiness. But for some reason, this association wants to keep people out of Dudleytown altogether. A paranormal researcher said there's some kind of secret that they are keeping there, and they want people to stay out. What are your thoughts? This has been requested a couple times. Has anyone ever been? Or are there any towns by you that you find to be really creepy?
Nera Palawan Wedding.
Weddings are supposed to be remembered as a joyous occasion. Instead, this particular one would be remembered solely because a wedding guest became part of the menu. The macabre incident, which took place in the hinterland town of Nera, Palawan on July 17, 2004, started when the bride's father Eladio Ball became angry after his cousin Benji Gane accidentally touched the bride's bottom during the dance. With the help of his son Gerald, nephew Saptuari Peak and another cousin Jenny Byatt, Ball accosted Gane and took him to a secluded area where they hacked him to death. They then roasted his body with kerosene and coconut leaves. After sampling their creation, they then brought the victim's roasted remains back to the party and served it to the unwitting guests. Bakul said Byatt had surrendered to police and was acting as a witness. He claimed Eladio Ball forced him to take a bite of Gane's flesh, which he claims he threw up but was then forced at knife point by Ball to swallow. Byatt also told police that when the group returned to the party, they served some of Gane's cooked remains to guests who were still celebrating the wedding. It was perhaps due to their drunkenness. They probably didn't know what they were eating, he said.